am Prasanna Kumar, Head of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Enappo Institute of Technology, Mundutri. Experiment on load test on induction generator. Induction motor coupled with induction DC shunt motor. Here is the circuit diagram. Here is the circuit diagram of the experiment. Here we have three-phase variac which is connected to the induction motor here. This is a three-phase induction motor. Three-phase induction motor is very well known for constant speed machine. It runs at around 1500 rated speed, and here we are connected the input supply to the induction motor, and here we connected two wattmeters which measures power, and here we use ammeter which measures the line current, and here we use energy meter. Here the energy meter we use in the experiment. The purpose of this energy meter which indicates whether this induction motor is under motoring mode, or it's under floating region, or whether it's under generating region. When this energy meter, three-phase energy meter, which runs in the normal direction, which means that the induction motor is working under motoring region. When it runs in the opposite direction, which is opposite to the market direction, then the induction motor itself works like a induction generator. This experiment demonstrate about how we can run induction motor as a induction generator, which means that instead of taking supply from the power, it is going to give the supply back, means motor will work as a induction generator. This is possible when you run the induction motor above the rated speed. The induction motor here what we use, it is rated for 1500 rpm. We run this above that speed by using coupled induction DC shunt motor. Then it is possible to run this induction motor above rated speed. And this is the circuit diagram of DC shunt motor which is used to run your induction motor what we use in the setup above a rated speed. That is the purpose of this, and finally this is connected to the load here. This is about the circuit diagram. Here we go with the actual component here. The different component we use in this experiment is three-phase variac, rated 415 volts, 15 amps, three-phase AC. Then here we use energy meter. This is a three-phase energy meter we use. The purpose of this energy meter is to check whether this induction motor runs on motoring region or generating region, and even float. Float means neither on any direction. This disc will not rotate. This is a disc which shows about the motoring, floating and generating region of this setup. And here we use voltmeter which measures the input voltage, ammeter which measures the line current, and these are the two wattmeters. Two wattmeters measures the power consumed here, and here it shows the ammeter, DC ammeter, which measures the current on the DC shunt motor, and this is the variac that is used to apply armature voltage to the DC shunt motor, and in series we use the DC rheostat we use in the circuit here, and this is about the rectifier that is given supply to the field of the DC shunt motor. This is about the experiment setup, and here we use three-phase induction motor coupled with DC shunt motor. Here three-phase induction motor is coupled, it is connected in delta, U1 connected to V2, V1 connected to W2, and W1 connected to U2. This is about the experiment setup. Before starting experiment, we have to confirm this setup. Since it is coupled with induction motor and DC shunt motor, first you have to check the rotation of both the machines. First you have to check the rotation of induction motor, next you have to check the rotation of DC shunt motor. First I will check the rotation of shunt motor and as well as induction motor. First we will go with the verification. First switch on the MCB, switch on the supply. Now the supply is given out here. Now apply the voltage by using three-phase variac. See the direction. Now it is rotating in the market direction. Now you have to check the direction of DC shunt motor. Now apply the voltage to the armature. Increase armature voltage. Now you see DC shunt motor also runs in the same direction of a 3-phase induction motor. Now the direction is verified, it's fine, it is both are rotating in the same direction. This is a very important one out here. Now you start the experiment. Now you have to apply the rated voltage and you have to run this induction motor to rated speed. Now we apply rated voltage, that is 415 volts. Just I am increasing the voltage. 415 volts. Now you see the induction motor is running under motoring region around 1500 rpm. Now you see the direction here. Now the induction motor is running in a anti-clockwise direction. You check the marking there, which means that now the induction motor is under rated speed, is running as a motor. Now it is in the motoring region. Now you see the rotation there. You see the black mark here, which means that it is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. Now you have to run this induction motor above rated speed. Then this starts stop at a particular region, that is a floating point. Now I will increase the voltage here. The speed starts increasing there. Now the disc is completely stopped. Now it is a floating region. Neither it is a motoring region nor it is a generating region. Now you note on the speed. It is already increased around 1500 rpm here. Still further increasing the speed by using this DC shunt motor, we are getting into the generating region that you can observe. Now I am increasing the armature voltage here. Now the disc must rotate in the opposite direction. You can note on the speed is already increased above rated speed, hence we are making the shunt motor to run at the generating region. Now it is running under generating. Now you see the disc starts running in opposite direction. Now you can see the black mark also. See, now the disc is rotating in the opposite direction, which means that now we are under generating region. Here note at this time, we note down all the meter reading, voltmeter, ammeter, wattmeter readings here. If any kickback in the wattmeter reading, you have to interchange C and V. If there is a kickback, that reading has to be taken. This already it was a kickback. We are interchanging C and V. The reading on this wattmeter you have to take as negative reading. You note down the ammeter reading on the DC shunt motor side. Now you have to go with the reverse way here. Now you decrease the armature voltage. Now we are again getting back to motoring region that you can observe from the disc there. I reduce completely to complete resistance 0. Now you see it is going back anti-clockwise. It is in the motoring region now. Now you reduce the input supply, that is 3-phase AC. Now all the input voltage reducing to 0. Now you can switch off the MCB. Thank you.